Hey everyone, welcome back to the Archives. I'm your host, The Gamer Knight, and we're here again with another playthrough of God of War 2018. Without further ado, let's proceed. First off, happy weekend, everybody. I hope everyone's enjoying themselves, getting some peace and quiet in before we have to, yes, go back to reality come Monday. But, all in all, let's just say we're going to be going over some major topics that have transpired within the gaming and the overall entertainment industry while we, of course, search for loot as we make our way toward Tyr's Temple and make a pit stop along the way to a few realms. As you can recall from some of our previous episodes, we have, of course, unlocked the travel rune to Muspelheim. So might as well take a pit stop to a new realm beyond our own. Also, guys, if you enjoyed my commentary and my playthroughs, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates. Now, I want to dive into a major story that has been in circulation, hence why I'm wearing a Halo hoodie, or Halo Infinite hoodie. It's in regards to a upcoming Xbox event coming out on June 7th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that is, yes, the Xbox Showcase coming on Sunday, June 7th. And it's going to run around 2 hours. This has actually been confirmed by sources from who worked at Microsoft. And, oh, Hellwalkers.
Were all those guys part of his crew?
Down.
That's a tough crew.
And all were his responsibility.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Mm-hmm. Does it frighten you? Responsibility.
Oh, no. I don't think so. I mean, I think it used to, but not as much anymore.
Why is that?
Well, being out here, with you, makes me feel more grown up.
Aww. That's actually quite cute, Atreus. Now, I want to jump back into another story that has been transpiring. Yes, the Xbox Showcase. Officially, oh, here we go. Oh, great. Fire Agent. Oh, crap. Okay, time to shut you up. Kalima! You overgrown rock. I want to jump back with the whole Xbox Showcase officially. It'll run for 2 hours, showing off all the major games that are going to be dropping with the Xbox. We might get a reveal on Xbox on Project Helix, like the overall design that's coming out on 2027. But also, we might be getting more games that are first party and third party exclusives. And following, this one is a major news, yes. It's in regards, right after the showcase, Xbox Direct will be giving a more focus around a big title that's been confirmed to be releasing in 2027, and that is, yes, Gears of War E-Day. We will get a direct showing off gameplay, the overall story, characters, the design of the environments of Sarah during E-Day, and of course the 14 years that had transpired all the way up to the first Gears of War game. And most notably, we will hopefully we'll get a release date for this year. And I hope that we actually get to see it drop sometime, I would say hopefully in the summer, but like late late in the summer, like before Labor Day. I say that because why not? Because the wait has been undoubtedly the longest for Xbox, and I just really want them to just throw me a bone. Here we go. Oh. Okay, let's see if I can chop it. Thanks, kid. And that's the last.
Seriously. How did this one
Okay, how
captain
is
lead
that
so many
kid
men?
He had
able
their
to breathe
loyalty,
the poison?
so they followed.
And then they all died. He must have been a bad leader.
Why do you think that?
Yeah.
He led all of these men to their deaths.
True. But these men chose to follow. Even good leaders make poor choices. The best take responsibility for them. Remember this.
Well said, Kratos. Well said. Now, back to another story that has been transpiring. Yes, we all know that the biggest hit is now the Super Mario movie. It has dropped early this week. The only reason I have not watched it as of yet,
Look here.
right now, I say personally
Yes, sir.
because one, the hype around that movie is immensely, it's big.
Okay.
And I
That's
definitely
going in the
know
journal.
going to my local theater will be packed with kids, and I'm like, oh lord, do I have to sit in a room full of like yelling kids? Which I'm not shaming that. Kids will enjoy the movie as it is, but I like to enjoy the movie in peace and then build up the hype. Although it was kind of nice actually watching the first movie in theaters. But all in all, not worth the shouting and screaming. It's kind of like that overhype with Minecraft when it came out last year. When it came out last year, everyone in the theater was going bonanzas. I mean, we had pretty much teenagers being dragged out of theaters in handcuffs because a few of them have actually lit off fireworks in the theater, throwing popcorn all over the place, and I think someone actually snuck in a chicken. Which, how do you sneak in a live chicken into a theater? That I find just a little bit awkward. And it's a little bit concerning for the livestock. I speak how bad the chicken must have reacted before having to be let loose in the theater as soon as Jack Black said chicken jockey. Kind of disturbing, but still. Then on top of that, we have, of course, other related projects that are still in the works. As of right now, I'm going to be watching it as soon as I'm going to watch it as soon as the hype kind of settles down. And I definitely have a lot of family members who really do want to see that movie. Me, myself included, yes, I definitely want to see it pretty badly. But I'm also avoiding spoilers, hence why I actually have my phone in a locked box. Plus, I find it very therapeutic. Which, speaking of therapeutic, I would like to go over a discussion that's in correlation to the movie. As we all know, Brie Larson, who everyone we all know, is in the movie. She's also a big-time gamer. She plays on her Switch. And also, in addition to that, she has actually made a very interesting statement around gaming in Hollywood. How she says that, yes, video games have proven to be a very, very big impact on the entertainment industry. As if you look from gaming as an overall perspective, it has generated several $billion off some of the best stories, and of course they get more praise than movies and TV shows combined. And it makes sense because if you look at like the overall like net worth for movies and TV shows and video games, and you compare that, video games have a higher standpoint, and we have ourselves a traveler. We'll jump back into her statement later. Whoa! Incoming! Okay. Nice. Woo! Okay, good. Now you die. And that's the end of you.
Give him what for.
Thank you, Mimir, for the praise.
Braziers, a symbol of the light that binds all realms together.
Why would he use those strange runes, though?
Now you mention it, he wouldn't.
Alright, let's see if we can get him to...
Kubika! Well, worth a shot.
Oh, well, you tried. We'll have to come back. And while we're at it, we'll jump back to the Brie Larson story. As she said, yes, she says that video games have generated more money than movies and TV shows combined, which is true, which is actually true from a statistics standpoint. If you looked at gaming as an overall genre, it pretty much dwarfs the entire entertainment industry. Everything from streaming,
Many years ago, yes. I led men in battle.
and countless
Were
other
you
platforms.
a good leader?
It is complicated.
Did you ever-
More questions,
have
boy.
a dialogue with this?
Focus on the task at hand.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, at the task at hand, yes. Gaming as an overhaul, she says yes. Gaming has actually generated that much state. Generated billions of dollars. But also I like to state, there's also more to that statement that she said. Why would
down there?
and of course why is Hollywood making fun of gaming? Which, yes, Hollywood does make fun of gaming. If you look at recent reports with the Super Mario Galaxy movie, reviews are actually conflicted because, well, one, critics are starting to hate the movie because it seems a little childish, but yeah, it's a kid's movie, and it's also based off a video game, which a lot of people love, that video game icon. He has been pretty much the face of Nintendo. And as an additional bonus, the first movie has already made billions of dollars alone. And has already given a jump start to Mario fans worldwide. Oh, we got it. Come here, you.
That one's down.
Down and out, and you're out. Oh, one more.
Whoa.
Revenant slain. Now, also, I'd like to make a special note about the whole... about not only she has actually been a big gamer, but there's also another actor who's been big on gaming, and this one everyone will really know. It's Henry Cavill. Not Henry Cavill, technically, that is how it's spelled, but his full, like, name, how it's pronounced, is actually Henry Cavill. Out of respect for Henry, but I'll say it, he is also a big-time gamer. No joke. He has actually built his gaming PC from the ground up with his bare hands. And that is commendable. The guy
I think this is the last one. Might as well, right?
Alright.
Fine.
Might as well.
Boy,
Kvekia.
Oh wait, almost forgot my axe. But I'm not gonna need it. It's the blade. Down and out.
I must speak with you.
And we have
Another
ourselves
spirit who
a
wants
brazier.
something from us.
What's wrong?
I came to this lake with a group of tradesmen, seeking refuge from the desolation. But how could we know it was even worse at the Lake of Nine?
We cannot undo your mistakes, Spirit.
I know that. But I fear for my captain and crew. I believe they are still under the water. Will you find them for me?
Is there anything you can offer us in return?
I have little to offer.
Oh. Well, I'm not sure.
Wait! I died wearing a valuable family heirloom. It's yours, if you promise to find my crew.
Deal.
Thank you.
You are learning.
Eh?
Why didn't you or Mom ever tell me about the desolation?
I won't speak for your mother, but it was never my concern. Nor should it be yours.
Doesn't it concern us if everything around us is dying?
Our only concern is reaching Jotunheim.
Really?
Indeed.
Then why are we exploring all these islands?
The resources we find improve our equipment. If we stray from the path, it is only to prepare ourselves for the journey ahead.
I can live with that if it means we keep exploring
Indeed.
and helping others.
Luckily, we have the Blades of Chaos. It will help us in improving our equipment and also...
could get through all that hell, Bramble.
Looks nice. And while we're at it, there are, of course, a few more stories I want to, of course, mention in regards to Henry Cavill. He actually took to social media and saying that gaming keeps him grounded, keeps him happy, and yes, I can agree with that undoubtedly, because when in doubt, being an average Joe, working 9 to 5 has its perks when, of course, giving the time to actually, well, to work on this podcast that we're on for, to preserve the gaming realms and, of course, the legacy of video games themselves. Okay, this thing is really weird. Man, maybe this must be some bug. Sometimes playing games that are, of course, made from console on PC have its perks, but also be annoying. Like, if you look from before, I have actually targeted this little explosive, and oh lordy. Okay. Jump back to that as soon as we deal with this one. And also, I like to state that with the whole, well, Henry Cavill saying it's keeping him grounded, keeping him happy, I can agree, because sometimes whenever I have a very exhausting day at work, being in reality, I always like to unwind and play on my PC, my PS5, or my Steam Deck, and my Switch, and my Xbox, occasionally, because I can't have my Xbox Series X just, well, collecting dust. I mean, I play it, of course, although it doesn't have any major big, okay, yeah, that's gonna be annoying. Okay, we'll come back to that later, or better yet, oh, try that, but, oh, try it from this angle. See, this game does have its bugs, but I want to jump back to what I was saying in regards to Henry Cavill's statement. It does get exhausting living in the real world, I get it, but we all gotta live in it, and it's also a great place to get a decent meal. Also, it's always nice to actually take the time to indulge yourself in gaming as a hobby, because if you're playing single-player games like God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, and countless others, including Gears of War, it really gives you a sense of joy and wonder. Exploring worlds that are beyond the concept of reality, the concept of, you know, boring. And also take pleasure in enjoying video games as a whole. Enjoy the stories that they tell, which, by the way, video games do get actually more praise than movies, because video games now these days feel like a movie. Hence, Ghost of Tsushima and God of War. And some of the video games today, they're actually getting their own TV shows, movies, like Ghost of Tsushima's getting its own movie, God of War's already getting its own TV show, Fallout's already doing an amazing job, and let's also not forget Nintendo's Zelda movie coming out next year, and of course, most recently, the Super Mario Galaxy
I'm not entirely
movie.
sure, lad. It was abandoned long before Jormungandr came to town and flooded the place.
I wonder what it was like to live here.
Let's actually jump into the map before their dialogue begins. Just want to make sure. Ah. Oops. My bad. Sometimes my controls can be a little bit off, but oh no, it's still. Oh no, I still get to enjoy this game. It's just because, well, I do play multiple games a lot. I do replay certain games, and I also play new games a lot to just really unwind after a hard day's work. And it's sometimes really hard to adjust back to the controls I originally played. Hence, because I played Crimson Desert a lot. Like, I'm still stuck at Hernan. Like, I'm one of the very few guys that, like, roam around Hernan and for hours and hours on it, and collecting armor, updating my gear, getting a new mount. I have yet to unlock the dragon. I've just been so big. I'm just finding myself harder and harder to play video games because more and more video games are getting longer and longer, and that is true. If you look at God of War, it's an open world game. Then there's God of War Ragnarok, Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, we got company.
Keep it up!
See ya. Eat my foot. Now, let's see what this opens.
That was the last ship. I hope the captain will be satisfied now.
Unlikely. He's determined to put these men to rest himself. That does not matter to him.
Come here.
Our victory will only remind us.
See if you can fly.
Then, why do we do this?
Oh, you're gonna regret that. Told you.
It is over.
Alright, while we're at it, let's see if we can,
I've seen
of
these
course,
runes
get some
before.
loot.
But it's the kind I still can't read.
Ah. Oh well, we tried. We'll have to come back later. And while we're at it, we can discuss more that has been transpiring within the entertainment industry. As you all know, Disney's situation it's not great. I say this because I cannot get that image of the live-action Moana trailer out of my head, which I've actually conversed with my younger brother a while back at a family dinner, and we ended up talking about what movies that Disney should remake, and
Hey, if I'm a god,
we'll let the dialogue speak, and then we'll come
Maybe I
back
can
to the
fly.
story.
No, no! Gods too must stay on the path. I promise you.
so what do you think, Mimir? What does Baldur want with us?
Well, let's look at what we know. Baldur is Odin's finest tracker, bar none. If he wants you, you have to consider the possibility that Odin wants you. And as for what Odin wants, on this I have some expertise.
What could we have that Odin doesn't? He's like the king of gods.
Of the Aesir, aye. But his reach is not unlimited, and where he cannot reach, he is preoccupied with going. He's certainly tortured me enough about it over the years.
I can see that. No pun intended, because he only has one eye. Might as well make it out here to just find whatever, find where we need to find, and maybe visit another realm. Also, I like to make a special note back to the whole Disney story, that with the whole Maui live action being a remake would be a very, very bad idea. I say very bad idea with the utmost discretion, because it's true. Nobody wants it. I don't even want it. And I will be blunt. I want to jump back with the story that me and my younger brother were discussing at family dinner. That what kind of Disney live action remake we should be getting. And we end up discussing that maybe Atlantis, The Lost Empire, and Treasure Planet get a live action remake. And honestly, that idea is not as bad as it sounds, because granted, yes, both those movies did not do well in the box offices, but pretty much every movie's a slave to the whole box office crap. And in that case, we should have them give it another chance, because one, some of the live action remakes for like musicals have aged terribly. I mean, like, if you look at The Little Mermaid, it barely even scratched the surface. Although the movie itself, I don't blame the actors and actresses for actually just doing their parts and just reinventing the story. It's just, well, in my perspective, I just find
That's right.
that, oh, we'll let the dialogue speak.
We laid them all to rest.
I see. So even in death, I am a failure.
But in life you were honorable, strong-willed, and you inspired loyalty. These are good qualities, aren't they, boy?
Yeah. I couldn't believe how many men followed you here.
I thank you for your kind words. May your journey have a more pleasant end than mine.
Be at peace, spirit.
Well, you're right. You didn't seem very satisfied. I guess you never really get over losing ones you care about.
Never.
That's true. But now let's head off to another realm. Let's head back to Tyr's Temple and visit Muspelheim. Also, I want to jump back with another story back with the whole Disney live-action remake.
So,
Oh,
Odin wants to go where he
Okay.
can't reach.
we'll let them
Are you
speak.
saying he's trying to get to Jotunheim too?
Aye, it ranks among his foremost obsessions.
But that doesn't make any sense, Mimir.
Oh? When did I stop making sense?
You're saying Baldur tracked us down to find the way to Jotunheim. But that was before we knew Jotunheim is where we needed to go. That's crazy.
Except for one thing. You are headed for Jotunheim, so
Oh,
he was
yeah.
right.
I'm so confused.
Well then, clearly you've been listening.
Oh, man. Mimir is definitely speaking in all sorts of ways. It's hard to keep track. But I want to jump back with the whole
Hey,
Disney
look who's
live.
back up and
Okay.
about. Didn't I tell you he'd be fine?
Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
sort you out.
Yep, let's upgrade the blades. They're long overdue.
Now go send them all to hell.
That I will, Brock. That I will. Let's see if I can... Cauldron of a True Warrior. That one.
Be too careful now. Looks good.
might as well upgrade our gear. And while we're at it, of course, I want to discuss further on what the whole Disney live-action remake with like Atlantis, The Lost Empire. People all over the internet are actually fan casting that they want, of course, either Timothée Chalamet or Tom Holland to reprise the role as Milo
How to
Thatch.
keep them from packing bits off you.
Or in this case, Mason Thames would also be given the role to play in Treasure Planet, playing as Jim Hawkins, which actually is not a bad idea.
Splitting heads.
Also, I really do see. I mean, if Disney were to actually do a live-action remake of Atlantis, The Lost Empire, and Treasure Planet, I would honestly pay through the nose to actually go see it. Regardless, because one, those tickets, yes, might cost. Movie tickets aren't cheap, yes.
Hope you
Literally,
got
the
what
price
you
around
wanted.
that has been heavily known. And I swear, sometimes whenever I go to my local theater, they don't accept cash for
Well,
me to buy
see you
popcorn.
next time you need
Totally
something.
weird. And well, let's hear what he has to say.
What do you
before we
want,
con-
dwarf?
Before we continue
I
with
got
the story.
another lead on my old pal on Vari. Meet me at the Lawn Soother Mines. There's some fancy-dancy loot in it for you.
Loot, you
Another
say?
lead? But we already found him. Well, found his hand anyways.
I'll explain at the mines. These ones is just south of the river pass. Now you two want something, or you just gonna stand there all gag-scrapped and slack-jawed?
I already bought a crap ton of upgrades. Alright, might as well track it. And while we're at it, we'll jump back, seeing like all the fan casts. And of course, if you look back at the fan cast for Atlantis: The Lost Empire, somebody suggested that Terry Crews should be cast as Joshua Sweet. Then there's of course other rumors that suggested Jeffrey Morgan would play the role as Commander Thwart.
Let's try this again, without interruption.
We could, but we're heading to the mines. And then we're stopping by at a little tower over there. And while on the way, we'll discuss more on other stories, which, including Disney in the case, other than the idea of, like, you know, my overall thought of, like, why, of course, Atlantis, The Lost Empire, and Treasure Planet should be getting a live-action remake, but also, there are rumors throughout social media and insider gaming that Disney is thinking about acquiring Epic Games, which if they do that, they would own Fortnite. And I see this as a possibility because if you look back at recent years, Disney has actually been more open with their collaboration with Fortnite, and hence we had, of course, Disney Plus. Hence we had, of course, Disney skins with including Star Wars, Marvel, and Pixar of all things, and of course all of Walt Disney Animation projects, including Mickey Mouse. And I still can't get over the fact that Woody is in Fortnite and he's carrying a frickin' AR. That concept is beyond my head. I don't know if I can actually accept that. I mean, I remember playing Toy Story 3, the video game, but I would not play it to that extent. It seems a little bit far-fetched. That's the right word. But, oh no, I mean, it makes sense because Disney has been having very big collaborations with Fortnite, and they've been generating large amounts of funding for their projects, and they also make money off the Fortnite events. Hence, we're already in April. Come May the 4th, they're gonna do another Star Wars event, which I occasionally did always watch and played those Fortnite events, but not anymore. I kind of phased out of Fortnite, to be
You wanna
honest,
be cheer?
because these days I just find it too addictive. It gets me away from my real enjoyment, and that is single player games, because there are immense amount of single player games that people do not know from all the generations, including PS2, PS3, and PS4, that all had their debuts but never got sequels after of course this generation, the 9th generation, before we move on to the 10th generation of PlayStation and Xbox, which we'll get into that story later, but I'll say this for certainty: these days for gaming is becoming a little bit stranger and stranger by the day. Which, by the way, guys...
Well, looky who decided to show.
Here we are. Yeah, we're here, Brock.
Talk to this here ring.
What? I can't hear thoughts from rings, Brock. It's talking to me! It's Anvari!
Ha! Knew it.
And Vari.
He says he went to the Velander mines to observe his mistake, but then the Soul Eater attacked, so as he was being ripped apart, he cast a spell that removed his soul and put it in this ring.
What?
And then he...
What about all his stuff?
Huh?
Anvari had a workshop here with all sorts of posh doodads and ornatery tools, and one beaut of a hammer. You make mention of it still in there?
What?
You're upsetting him.
Your point?
Isn't he your
You
friend?
fellas take Anvari with you and go have a look-see. If you find his hammer, I'll whip up something real nice for you.
Alright.
Hey now, don't go forgetting your entry stone.
Alright. Entry stones are considered keys. Very interesting. And the dwarf son
Anvari isn't happy about us taking
cast
his
his
stuff.
spell.
I do not
Cast a
care.
spell to send his soul into a ring.
I'm not gonna tell
Wow.
him that.
Okay, so the ring is making some mean comments. Oh, great. Well, at least it's not a overbearing Dark Lord that spews evil all across Middle-earth. Hence, yes, Lord of the Rings puns. Terrible, I know. Enemies ahead. Take them out.
Enemies ahead!
Castle one to the left.
Crap.
Almost ready!
Watch your back.
Okay, now. You hit me, I hit you back.
Enemy down!
And stay dead.
Not too hard.
Nope, not whatsoever. Now, I want to jump back with what's going on with the 10th generation. As you all know, the PlayStation...
Anvari says this dwarf was part of his crew. That he died because of his mistakes.
Oh,
He sounds sad.
The ring's grief is of little importance, boy.
now I want to jump back to what I was saying in regards to the 10th generation of Xbox consoles. I mean, Xbox and PlayStation, which, yes, we're nearing the end of the life cycle of the PlayStation 5. And this is in regards to the PlayStation 6. As we all know, there are latest reports and rumors suggesting that the PlayStation 6 may cost around $750 or to $1,000, while the Xbox Project Helix, which is the Xbox PC hybrid, is going to be...
Oh, he did
Kinda
not
good.
like that. He's warning us not to go down there.
Stop listening to the ring, boy. Cannot be trusted.
Oh, crap. Come here, you. Fetch this. Ah, okay. Yeah, that... See, sometimes this game doesn't... Where do you think you're going? There we go. Not my best work, but still. Trying to do better. Now I want to jump back with the whole PlayStation 6. What's going on in terms of its development cycle. And what we got entailed to. Although the price tag, it's varying based off rumors saying that from Push Square it may cost $750, while Insider Gaming may say it costs like $1,000, which is no surprise because Xbox's Project Helix may be valued to be around $1,200 to $1,500, and that's been, well, confirmed from the horse's mouth. Sarah Bond, the former CEO of Xbox, and I'll be honest, her leadership was not good as Asha. I mean, I don't know if Asha's any better, but still. Come here, you. Down you go. Is that it?
Silence that ring, boy.
I don't know how.
What do you mean you don't know how? It's a ring. Well, at least it's not like Sauron's ring. Which, by the way, we already have confirmation with something from Lord of the Rings. Officially, we have that Lord of the Rings will be making its debut sometime soon with Amazon. Oh, come here, you. And we also had confirmed images from Lord of the Rings TV show showing off Sauron meeting with Durin. Which I say right now, I am already getting hyped because we're getting closer and closer to Season 3. It'll drop sometime in 2027, that's what I'm betting. And I'll be honest, I'm huge Tolkien fan. Which I can't wait to see it, that's all I can say. We'll speak further on that, but the whole PlayStation 6 story I want to jump back to. According to recent leaks, they're saying that the PlayStation 6 may not have a disc. Okay, that is getting... Gotta get the angle. There we go, that's better. Oh wait, I totally forgot there was an elevator here. Let's see where this goes. Actually, you know what? Let's just check out that little spot. But I want to elaborate further with the whole PlayStation 6, how it's not going to get a disc drive. It's definitely concerning because as a console gamer, I feel like physical media is, well, important to me.
And a traveler. Guard up.
Nightmare. Oh, crap. Ah, crap. I thought these were the ones that launch as projectiles. I can't launch him as a projectile. Come here, you. Stay dead. Where are you?
Ready and wait.
I hate that thing.
What are you like?
And stay dead.
You are one vicious son of a bitch.
Why, thank you, Mimir.
A dead soul eater. What's a soul eater even doing here? What do you
What's he
mean
saying?
it's your fault?
Boy, ignore him.
It's sort of tough for me to ignore.
Yeah, because he's yapping. He's yapping the kid's brain off. Ah. Now I know. Might as well search for loot. But as far as physical media is concerned, I am still going to be collecting a lot of my games physically. I do own a lot of them digitally, but with the convenience of it, I realized that giving up physical media for digital kind of seems a little bit disconcerting for me, because one, physical media definitely holds still true
He says
value.
this chest will trigger a bunch of traps.
What? This ain't Indiana Jones. Or is it?
I see no traps.
Sounded
Okay.
so sure about it.
Let me see if I can get that offering. Alright, let's go. Now, back to what I was saying with PlayStation 6 and like with the whole concept of digital media. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, I like it. It's convenient, but there's a little loophole that nobody really that a lot of people leave out. Officially, people are saying that when, well, buying physical media, buying digital media, you're not really owning it. You're just buying the license. You're just owning the license to play the game, which, that's concerning. Oh. Where do you think you're going? Stick around. Whoop. Did not mean to do that. Where's Atreus? Oh, there he is. Now back with physical my overall thought with physical media. If the PlayStation 6 come out with a physical drive as like each set sold separately, or they come as a bundle, I'm definitely buying the bundle for a disc drive for PlayStation 6, because I have no doubt that in 2027 we'll be getting a first look at Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, the game that's supposed to be coming out from Naughty Dog very soon. But all in all, I just hope that we do get physical media to be preserved once more in the PlayStation 6, because one, I do love collecting games. I already have a large stack of PlayStation 3, PlayStation 5, Xbox games, or Xbox 360 games, and of course Xbox One titles, or technically Xbox Series X games, because, well, one, some games, of course, that I own physically, they have yet to make their day. They have yet to get another sequel in over, like, almost more than 10 years. And it's concerning, because if you look back with the PlayStation 4's life cycle and the PlayStation 2's life cycle, PlayStation had abandoned certain games off-brand.
Vari says his workshop is up there. But I know. Don't trust the talking ring.
But back to what I was saying with PlayStation, how they, of course, abandoned certain IPs. Sly Cooper, totally abandoned. Jak and Daxter, totally abandoned. Ratchet and Clank, still alive, but no official updates. Come here, you. Pile driver. Where do you think you're going, Tinkerbell? Fetch! Incoming! Come here. Oh. Trace took my kill. Down and out.
It is over.
Protection. We'll have to upgrade that later. Now. Also, I want to jump back to Xbox, of course, banning their IPs. We have Blink's Time Sweeper. We also had Psychonauts that most recently became multi-platform.
Father, please, just listen. Invari's crew did something bad here. He's glad you destroyed his lab, and he's sorry he kept trying to trick us. His hammer is just through this gate.
Alright. You're up, kid. But of course, I think we're done in terms of like the PlayStation 6 story. Hopefully that we maintain the legacy of physical media.
Boy.
Yes, sir.
If and when we get PlayStation 6 to be revealed, we hopefully get a disc drive. Well, a disc drive that will be going each set sold separately. Or in this case, hopefully a bundle. But I want to jump away from that and move on to another story that's in correlation to Lord of the Rings. Actually, two.
This is a fine hammer.
Invari says thank you.
Other than the Lord of the Rings TV show that's already in development, season 3, it's going to be dropping next year.
Can we keep him?
And of course, the Lord of the
We will
Rings
talk to the blue one.
Whoa. Don't start on me.
Tell me when.
Lousy tassel worm. I'll tell you, do not sneak up like that. I get startled so easily. Now, back to what I was saying in regards to the Lord of the Rings situation. As we all know, Lord of the Ring, Peter Jackson's next Lord of the Ring project is The Hunt for Gollum. Then there's, of course, the upcoming project called Lord of the Rings: Shadow of the Past, which focuses around a sequel to after the events of the Fellowship of the Ring, and taking place in the Fourth Age of Middle-earth, where Sam, Pippin, and Merry begin to retrace their steps from the Shire all the way to Mordor, while also
You two find that
withholding
hammer?
a secret
Or you too busy looting every keyhole and cranny?
Okay, we'll hear what you have to say, but let me just finish off strongly by saying yes. The Lord of the Rings Shadow of the Past story will focus around, yes, Merry, Pippin, and Sam, about roughly a few years after the events of the Fellowship and the Third Age of Middle-earth, focusing around them retracing their steps from the Shire all the way to Mordor, while we also get to introduce a new character to the Shadow of the Past story, including Eleanor. Eleanor, who happens to be Samwise Gamgee's daughter. And she will be going deep into some of the stories regarding to the Fellowship. Why there's a dark secret to, of course, Samwise Gamgee. That's as far as I can tell, and of course Stephen Colbert and his son will be co-writing along with Peter Jackson. There are more stories around the Lord of the Rings universe. We'll dive into that as soon as we deal with Brock.
Here, the alchemist's hammer. His spirit is a nuisance.
Yeah, Andvari always was an asshole. Hell of an alchemist, though. Hand him over here and I'll melt him down.
What? You're going to melt down your friend?
A trapped soul's what I need to give your reward some extra oomph. You don't want it?
Father, we can't do that.
What do you mean?
Here, you hold on to him. He's really useful, I promise.
Fine. so long as he proves his worth.
Better. Because Kratos has pretty much the one rule.
Kid's a bit of a
Pull your
softie,
weight or we go home.
Well, he'll grow out.
And while we're at it, we'll make our way over to Tyr's Temple. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Don't rely too heavily on, well, you know, traveling with just the, well, you know, the realm doors. But I want to jump back into the second story that's been going on. It's in correlation to a Lord of the Rings video game. According to Insider Gaming, a fish, and I've learned this from watching Middle-earth updates on YouTube, apparently we have confirmed rumors that there's another Lord of the Rings game in development. It's open world, and it's going to be, and its development value in terms of its paycheck, in terms of like building up this entire, like the budget, it's going to be, it's valued at $100 million, which I say, oh, now that's big money. And of course, from Insider Gaming, they say there's more. They say Amazon, of course, since they do own the rights to Lord of the Rings, they say they're working closely with more investors and partners on this project. And apparently, the investors, yes, no doubt, represents Amazon, since they already have the rights, hence the TV show. But also, another thing, they have a confirmed studio that's in works with us, and that's Crystal Dynamics. Yes, the Crystal Dynamics that is been known to make the Tomb Raider series, and they already have a remake coming out this year, followed by a massive sequel to the story called Tomb Raider Catalyst, which I can't wait to play that game. And also, I like to make a special note that in terms of open world games, I say they're definitely a good studio to work with. I say that because if you look at the Tomb Raider series, it is definitely
there, and
cool.
then it's not. What does it mean?
What does that mean? Oh yeah, I totally forgot. We gotta visit the tower over there. And while we're at it, we can discuss more further into some of the stories that, of course, have been transpiring this week. Other than the Lord of the Rings, we have something from Naughty Dog. And this could possibly hint to two things. Oh! One down. Okay. And stay dead. Huh. And while we're at it, let's discuss more into the stories. With Last of Us, the studio Naughty Dog had actually canceled. If you all have recalled from a few years back, Naughty Dog had been working on a game from The Last of Us, and it was not Last of Us Part 3 after the second game. It was officially supposed to be called Last of Us Faction, which is a online survival multiplayer game.
Translate those Niflheim runes.
And it was supposed to be pretty big. It had a 7-year development. After 7 years, it would have been revealed in one day around, like, just after the release of Last of Us Part 2. But it was ultimately scrapped in favor of working on multiple single-player projects. And it makes sense, because they want to preserve the art of video games, which the best form is single-player campaigns. I mean, yes, I do want to see them end the Last of Us series, because I'm getting a little bit sick and tired of just waiting on when they're going to end the damn series. Because I'm getting a little bit sick and tired of it, from my point of view, because one, I was not a big fan of Season 2. And with Season 3 coming around the corner, I'm honestly not a big fan at this point. But, all in all, I'm actually glad that we get to have another upcoming project, other than, of course, Last of Us Part 3, then Intergalactic The Heretic Prophet, which hopefully gets its reveal or update coming soon, if we get this state of play from PlayStation on May. But also, we have another confirmed possibility of another title that's coming out. And it's confirmed with Sean Eshkai, who has been the creative director for... Oh! We got company. Ah, you. Come here, you.
Keep it up!
Oh, why you? Catch him. And that's the last.
Here, boy. Another one.
This one is Thrin, a frost giant king.
Correct. A cunning one as well.
Is that Mjolnir? Did he steal Thor's hammer?
Aye, for a time.
A lot of these seem to end with Thor killing them.
Imagine that.
Interesting. Now, while we're at it, let's jump back to the story in regards to Naughty Dog's next big game reveal. According to rumors, officially, Sean Eshkai, who is the creative director for Uncharted Lost Legacy, has actually taken to social media and made a post of Fort George in Trinidad, Tobago, with a cannon in the background. And of course the caption was labeled saying research, which hints at a possibility we might be getting Uncharted 5 focusing around Cassie Drake, the daughter of Nathan Drake. Which, in that case, this could actually reveal the possible rumors that we all know and want. That we get Uncharted to jump back into the fold to find lost treasure once more. And, of course, we'll be stepping into the boots of none other than Cassie Drake. Or possibly get a last round with Nathan Drake before he decides to retire. Now, we'll elaborate more into the story as soon as we deal with this traveler. Come here, you. No armor for you. Oh, crap. And that's that. Now, jump back into the story with...
Another name.
Oh.
Kara.
Another Valkyrie. That's no coincidence. But who'd have etched them on Tyr's braziers?
It's a mystery, Mimir. Now, I think we have actually... I totally forgot to open. Did I open the chest? Oh, wait, we did. I don't know, I just find myself a little bit, well, you know, nitpicky if I actually find any loot that's missing. I did open the box, I do remember that. It's just, I always forget if there's like one last round of loot from Hack Silver to collect. Because when in doubt, I find Hack Silver in all the strangest places. No joke, I still can find Hack Silver, like, right here. That's another example. And I find Hack Silver in, like, literally deep in the mountain where I never even knew. And as a little tapenade, we are, of course, well... What is it? Oh, yeah. Back in... Oh, yeah, we also visit other
Mimir,
realms, too.
Why don't you tell us the story of the giant that stole Thor's hammer?
Happily, my boy.
All right,
It
let the
involves
dialogue.
your friend Freya, too, though I don't expect it's one she'd enjoy being reminded of. The giant was called Thrym, and he proved cunning enough to make off with Mjolnir while the Thunder Lummox slept. Sadly for Thrym, he didn't always think with his brain. Though he had robbed the greatest giant killer of his greatest weapon, he offered to trade it back to the Aesir in exchange for Freya as his bride. Now, at this point, Freya was married to Odin, and Odin, frankly, would have traded her for a sufficiently strong Mead, but
Are you
he
serious?
saw an opportunity here.
Who trades their
Thrym's
life for
palace
me?
was in Jotunheim, and only giants know the way. By agreeing to the marriage, they'd have to escort Freya back to their realm. So, Odin coerced Freya into using her Seither magics to conceal Thor, so he could sneak along with her and infiltrate Jotunheim. When the hammer was produced as the wedding dowry, Thor revealed himself.
Oh boy.
He took back Mjolnir and wasted no time in smashing Thrym's skull, followed by
Oh,
every other
jeez.
giant present at this place. The only thing that put a stop to it was Freya, who wanted no part of this massacre. She cast a powerful spell that hurtled them both out of Jotunheim with no means of return. Odin was livid, hoping that Thor's foothold in Jotunheim would become his own. And oh, would he ever revenge himself upon Freya?
What is the point of this story, Head?
Cut to the point, please.
Well, for Thrym, the lesson would be to keep his priorities straight. For Freya, it's that doing good has a price. For Thor, it's that no object of power makes you what you are. And if what you are is the biggest butchering bastard in the Nine Realms, nobody can take that away from you.
Interesting. Now I want to jump back to the story with Naughty Dog's upcoming reveal. Hopefully it's fun. Because if you all checked out the social media posts, yes, Sean Eshkai did go on a research trip to Trinidad, and he mentioned the caption research. And there's also been speculations that were actually shown off way beforehand that we were going to get Uncharted 5 for the PS5. If you can recall from a trailer that showed up a while back, and it was like, actually it was a YouTube commercial for PlayStation 5, and would focus around, well, all the PlayStation 5 exclusives, including God of War Ragnarok, Ratchet & Clank, Horizon, how, of course, there were newscasters all around reporting all the latest reports from PlayStation saying, this is from PlayStation, this is from PlayStation, latest from PlayStation. But eventually Sony brought it down because it revealed something that was not meant to be shown. It was a little snippet of a girl who was, of course, holding a torch inside of a cave. And this could hint the possibility that we could have gotten, well, we could actually still get Uncharted 5. We won't know until come May. Now, without further ado, let's continue with opening up this realm tear. Whoa, that's not good. Ready yourself.
Now's your chance!
One's down. Eat it.
I got this one! I think you got him.
I did.
You two make quite a formidable duo.
Now, let's go off to see a new realm, shall we? Plus, we have yet to visit... Well, Atreus is yet to visit Alpha. Hell, so... might as well start there. And while we're at it, I want to discuss another story that has been going on the loop within the grapevine of the entertainment industry, and that is Invincible. Yes, I have watched episode 4, and I can understand why it was considered the lowest rated on IMDb. But I still enjoy it nonetheless. Yeah, there were moments it was actually quite funny. But episode 5. all I gotta say is, see it for yourself, because I have no words. That's all I have to say. No words. For what I've just seen.
Another name. Rota!
It's as if they've been made into a memorial to the Valkyries.
Alright. Let's head off to either Muspelheim or Niflheim, now that we, of course, now have both. We now have both travel rooms. And we also have Helheim. Which we have some unfinished business in Helheim, so we'll go there first. Just because we just saw a large number of spots where there was loot, but, of course, unable to complete because we had to save the tricks while this unfolding. All in all, we have another story to discuss, and that is with... One second, I'm just adjusting. Sorry. But it's actually with, yes, I already mentioned Invincible 5. Invincible Episode 5 has already gotten me jaw dropped, and I had no words to describe what I've just seen. But we also have a lot more major releases for April. If you can recall what's coming out, we have, in the gaming side, we have Pragmata, which is a upcoming third-person shooter by Capcom. Third-person sci-fi shooter, and it's looking pretty well interesting. But another thing we also got going on is Sorrows, which is an upcoming sci-fi shooter
Odin is
from House
extremely
Mark.
clever, you see. Nearly as clever as he
We'll let
thinks
the
he
dialogue
is.
speak.
And he's a collector
For
of prophecies. If it's about the future, he adds it to his collection. Helps him style himself as all-seeing and all-knowing. But of course, the idea is control. Control of the future, control of his fate. He'd control every realm of every land in every world if he could. Every potential pocket of resistance, he seeks to eliminate. Even if you've never posed a threat before, he may think one day you might. So you see, it's not important how he knew before you did. It's important that he was right.
Huh. Good point. Also, I want to discuss... I want to know... This one's actually bad news. April 2nd has actually come and gone, and now the PlayStation 5 is now valued at a whopping $650 for the base model, while the PS5 Pro is valued at $900. Then there's, of course, the PlayStation Digital model, which is now valued at $600, and the PlayStation Portal now being valued at $250.
I'm finally gonna get to see. Why is it so cold? I'm serious.
Yes.
This is unreasonable. I've seen enough. We can turn back now.
Yeah, sorry, kid. We got unfinished business. Hence, a lot of loot. Lolly.
I bet there's more where those came from.
And you said you wanted to leave. And, oh, nightmares. Really? Crap. Oh, no, you don't. And stay dead. Very dead.
No match for us.
Mm-hmm. Now, back to what I was saying with the PlayStation price hikes, the date had already come and passed. What's now happened is set in stone. Unless, of course, GameStop. Unless you, of course, go to GameStop and trade in all your consoles. Unless you trade in all your consoles, of course, toward the PS5, which they'll give you a hefty discount. on it, which is not bad. Ah, crap. We just need to, of course, we'll jump back, of course, as I was saying. I'm just grateful that I got my PS5 Pro that I got way before the price hike. I went actually to my local GameStop, and I just traded. And as soon as I traded... Ah, so close. As soon as I traded in my base PS5 along with a few games, I was able to get a hefty discount, paid it almost half price, which I was happy for that. Go, 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 go. Got it. Woo! Dodgy. That was almost like a 3-strike and you're out. Ooh. Might as well upgrade. And also upgrade my bow. Uh-oh. Come here, you. Eat my foot. And you. Stay down. Now, although the PlayStation hike is bad, there is still hope that everyone can actually enjoy it. And of course, PlayStation getting a mockery kicked out of them. Because if you looked at GameStop's recent promotional ads, they say, quit PlayStation for Xbox. And I'm not quitting PlayStation because they do make great games. It's just, I just don't like their decisions to... I'm just not liking the decisions that they make. Now, other than that, there are, of course, a few more stories to lay out. As you all know, I want to jump back to all the major releases for April. Both everything from gaming, movies, and TV shows, and yes, the rest of it. Okay, that was a little too premature, but it's good practice to use this type of attack. Now I want to jump back into the major releases coming out for this month. Although we have Pragma, the sci-fi shooter, and of course another sci-fi shooter, Soros by Housemarque with PlayStation. Officially, with other releases, we also have the drama that also came out this week. I'm gonna brought by the studio A24. I'm gonna plan on watching it, and of course, give you guys my overall review of the movie. Also, there's of course the Super Mario movie. I'm getting tickets to see it. It's just I'm waiting for the hype to cool down. Because I definitely know kids are gonna be shouting and screaming in the theaters, and I'm just like, oh boy. Take this. See ya. See? Places to explore. And Atreus had the audacity to just say, let's turn back. I hear an annoying bird. Also, I do want to mention, we also have The Boys Season 5, the series finale dropping this month. I am already getting hyped for it. It's just right now, I'm actually re-binging Season 4 in preparation for the end. It's going to be painful for me to actually endure through it, but it has to be done. But I just say to Billy Butcher, it's been an honor. Also, another thing I like to make a special note is my Marvel binge. As you all know, Daredevil Born Again has actually dropped another episode, but I'm holding back. On watching the rest of season 2, just because right now I'm still in the middle of my Marvel binge. I actually just finished rewatching all the X-Men movies. Although some of them are canon, others believe that some of them are not canon. Like X-Men 1, 2, and 3. People are saying those movies aren't canon, but technically, since Deadpool and Wolverine is considered canon, we just have. They mentioned the. Okay, what is with that kid? Why is he so getting here? Oh, that's where that little bird was. Will this kid hurry up? I swear, sometimes the AI never really picks us up on PS5 or PC or PlayStation 4 even. But back to what I was saying in regards to all the other major releases other than The Boys, we also have the rest of season. We also have the rest of Invincible Season 4 dropping this month. And lastly, this one's a big one. It is Maul Shadowlord, a Star Wars anime project from the Clone Wars series. It's a spin-off focusing around Darth Maul as he rebuilds his criminal empire from the ground up just merely a year after the events of Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. It's already dropping this Monday, and I am hyped to watch the first 2 episodes, and they're going to be dropping 2 new episodes almost every week of this month, all the way up to May the 4th, which leads up to a special Star Wars event, and rumors around certain Star Wars like celebration event on Celebration Day, May the 4th. There are rumors in circulation what's going to be revealed that day. Some say we might get a reveal on Star Wars Jedi 3, which is...
We have to save her.
Think before you act. Are we prepared to face such a powerful foe?
I'm ready if you are.
Aye, same here. If that counts for anything.
Wait. Hold it. Yep. Good thing I checked. Definitely these will be helpful. As long as I have enough. And of course, make sure that all my weapons are all... Also upgrade almost everything. Gotta make sure I'm really ready for this fight. Because a Valkyrie, as I'd mentioned, Valkyries are really, really tough. Alright, let's do this. Oh crap. Watch it. Oh, this one's tough. Duck. Ah, crap. Hit her. Oh! Holy crap. Woo! Watch it. with me. Now I'm angry. Nobody puts me on the ground. Come on, go down. Almost there. Go down. Woo! Hey.
Thank you for releasing my physical form. I have only gratitude.
Why were you trapped?
I'm telling you right now, that took the wind out of me because sometimes
My mind
beating
still
Valkyries
fragmented.
are really,
The Roksto
really
la
difficult.
Valkyrs. It is the last thing I remember.
The what?
Valhalla awaits. I must return.
The Rokstol of Valkyr.
What is that, Mimir?
What?
It's a council chamber of sorts, hidden away in Midgard. The Valkyries would often need a place to confer outside of Odin's prying eyes. They thought themselves properly concealed, but the All-Father sees all, so the saying goes.
Where is it?
We weren't far from it on our way to Thormur's Chisel. The entrance is to the left of the two oarsmen statues.
You failed to mention this at the time.
Didn't think we'd be hunting down Valkyries at the time, brother.
Fair
Think we'll
point.
find out why the Valkyries are like this?
That chamber held a special significance for them. We'll find something there, I'm certain of it.
Alright. Ooh. Sweet. We've upgraded. Definitely this will all be useful. And I'm afraid this is all the time we have in tonight's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed my gameplay and my commentary. Please sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And as always, you're welcome here at the Archives. Thank you and have a good night.